Welcome back, my lovelies, to the channel. New week, new opportunities, new fun, new tourists, new idiots, but more importantly, clueless tourists. More importantly, at least in terms of this channel, new guards, folks. Yeah. But don't get excited, the US Marine Corps is not arriving this morning, okay? I mean, it's kind of a shame that they're not arriving at some point. Imagine having the US Marines at Horse Guards over Christmas, for example. Get out of that goddamn motherfucking box! That, I think, will go down very well with the tourists, especially if they were allowed to shoot if the tourists didn't listen. Hey, just a suggestion, MOD, make it happen. Changeover this morning, folks. Thankfully, not a regimental changeover. No disrespect to HCAV, they'll be back soon enough. In fact, they'll be back this time next week, ladies and gents. But a changeover in terms of the group of Canadians we saw. First change. So they arrived Friday. See two police officers in the distance. Can't quite figure out which two. So the first group arrived on Friday. To be fair, they got quite lucky. What I mean by that, well, one would have thought they'd be a bit like, oh, yes, we're excited, but one, it's boiling hot, and two, we've got a 3-day shift, i.e. Friday, Saturday, Sunday to now. And they did have that shift, however, because of a celebration, in fact it's a Belgian celebration on Saturday, as well as a few other bits and bobs going on. And then, oops, almost got myself run over by the bus. I should probably remember that the bus does come from the left. Damn, that's a tight fit. Woo. Super tight. Actually, I'm not going to risk getting run over again. So yeah, the Belgians etc. yesterday, on Saturday, and a few other bits and bobs in the afternoon. Some minor protests, bit of disruption. Nothing like, super serious, but not much of a guard on Saturday. They were briefly out for a while, late in the afternoon. So, no dice on Saturday. Yesterday, no guard all day. Reason being, there was the Saucony 10k run. I'm just looking, I wanted partly to come along here. I can see in the distance, I doubt the camera will pick it up, flashing blue lights. And the reason for that is obviously the fact that pretty much now, or actually yeah, it would have happened a little while ago, in the last 5 minutes, pretty much now that first group would have left Horse Guards to go back toward the Palace and ultimately back to Hyde Park Barracks. Anyway, so yesterday, Saucony 10k run. Again, folks, if you're not following the Instagram account, follow it. Why? Then you'll know if there's not going to be a new video, if there's a disruption, if something has changed, if Horse Guards is closed, if we get new horses, if something out of the ordinary happens. It always goes on the Instagram first. Think of it as a channel news feed. So the fact that there are nearly 100k of you following this channel and less than 10k of you following the London City Walks Instagram channel, something, guys, the balance there is a bit off. So let's see if we can get the Instagram to 10k before we get the channel to 100k. How's about that? Every one of you that isn't following the London City Walks Instagram, people, please go ahead and follow it. The link is on the YouTube page. Now, on that positive note, it's exactly 20 to noon. Every day we get some kid or someone that just cannot resist giving a thumbs up or getting in the camera in some way. I mean, I don't get it, but there we are. So we're going to see the guard that's on now. That will be the first guard of the new guard. In other words, the first guard that would have arrived in the boxes, give or take, about 20 minutes ago. Canadian, that is. But will be leaving at noon. So everyone we see today in the boxes, unless something dramatic has changed, will be new. Complete new faces, folks. Which, to be honest, is a good thing. And I'm sure they are delighted that, although it's nice and warm and balmy today, 25-ish, it's not flipping boiling hot, it's not super humid, there's a nice breeze, and more importantly, they're not going to be blinded by the light. Because there is no sunlight yet. There probably will be, and rain is forecast for tomorrow. Oh yeah, thankfully. So the rest of the week is going to feel pretty crispy and clean after these 3 days of super heavy mush that we've just had to endure. Thankfully. I could not believe, I was out and about yesterday, could not believe how many people really pushed themselves in that sort of last kilometre or so to get over the finishing line. Because yesterday morning it was about, give or take, 30 degrees. Could you imagine, folks, running a 10k run? Okay, busy London streets in 30-degree temperatures. There weren't very many showers either. A few little sort of, weak little water jets here and there, but nothing proper like the actual London Marathon, which was surprising because that is very much welcomed by the runners. I'm walking a little bit more slowly because this is almost as peak as it gets. It's absolutely flipping chocker. Everywhere I look is chocker. Taxi stopping everywhere, dropping people off. It's just... And yes, folks, they still didn't open the toilets at Westminster Station. Would you believe it? They've been closed now for almost 6 months. If those were Chinese toilets, they would have been opened in 6 hours, or refurbished and reopened in 6 hours. I wonder where the police, van full, plus they've got the dog section. I wonder where they're going. I mean, it's Monday. Highly likely there are going to be more protests of some kind, and next weekend is an absolutely massive protest. I expect all of this, the whole of the centre, including horse guards, to be completely closed for, in all probability, the entire day. Hard to know because the timing hasn't yet been confirmed, but a massive Palestine protest, probably the biggest of the year, will happen next Saturday. That's from yesterday's wreath laying ceremony. I forgot the precise details, but I know it was something to do with an anniversary relating to the Belgians. So Downing Street, and then next up Horse Guard. Now, secretly, guys, I'm going to be honest. I am hoping that we'll see the Lady Guard. No disrespect to the gents, magnificent as you have all been so far. Be great to see what I believe, in fact, what I've been told, the only Lady Guard. Now, bear in mind, Downing Street, they're looking very serious this morning. Bear in mind, they brought over 24 riders. Okay, that's a lot if you think 24 riders with the Canadians. Now, as I've been told, only one is a lady. Could be wrong. Maybe the troopers didn't see the others, but that's what I know so far. Another important thing to mention, big thanks to everybody that is in some way related to Lord Strathcorner's horse. So many of you commented to say, look, hey, this is a relative. One of you mentioned that it was your nephew that shouted in the tourist faces multiple times on Friday. That's really good to hear, because there's nothing more important to me than the people that are the highlight of these videos being aware of the existence of the videos and seeing themselves and hopefully approving of the coverage and how I present things here. But for anyone watching that does have relatives or does appear in the content and would like to opt out, just message me. I've said this before on the Instagram, but I'm quite happy, as you know, with one particular lady trooper in the lifeguards, quite happy to let people opt out. Not because I need to, but because it's a respectful and right thing to do. So, next up, horse guards. Hello. Why have we got the Blues and Royals? Okay, now I'm super confused. I'm guessing the Blues might have been holding the fort again, and they might change over with the Canadians. Actually, wait, no. Wait, why have we got the Blues and Royals? I am super confused at this point. Guys, who kidnapped the Canadians? Where have they gone? I mean, it's not often that I've turned up here at Horse Guards and actually been speechless. I mean, it's great to see a familiar face, very familiar face we've got here. Look. What happened to the Canadians? I am super confused at this point. That makes actually zero sense. Unless there's something ceremonial happening at the back. I mean, there is, because I can hear the music. And the Blues are holding the fort. This is super curious. What could it be? Ceremonial event of some kind? Possibly the Canadians being presented with something, hence they're preoccupied. I don't know. I was not expecting this, guys, and I'm not joking either. I pride myself on having a bit of a heads up with these things, but I had no clue. And there was no reason to believe that the Blues would be back. I mean, look at this fine looking mustachioed trooper. Fantastic. But why? I have to be honest. Now this bro, to the trooper's left, is in the box. He's completely in the box. Now, I'm trying to recognise, because having been away for a while, it could well be the case that some of the troopers that didn't have tashes came back with tashes. I don't instinctively, straight off the bat, recognise this trooper, I'll be honest. We've got a massive squash of Chinese tourists here, so getting near the front is problematic, let's put it that way. I'll do my best, as ever. Lady on the left is in the box. Well, 50% in the box. I am super duper surprised, folks. I will, if and when they open the gate or they're out mingling with the crowd, I'll ask the police where the Canadians have gone. I mean, I'm assuming there wasn't a US invasion of Canada overnight. They haven't rushed to Heathrow to fly back to defend their homeland, have they? It is massively beyond curious. Now, they've got a little stand outside here selling tickets, probably the last remaining tickets, for the Household Division presents a military musical spectacular, in other words, Beating Retreat, which starts this week, my dears. Yeah. I'm also wondering, actually, because the Blues are here, horses asleep, because the Blues are here, whether we're going to get a dismount in the yard. I mean, there's only one way to find out, I guess. Wait until the bing bong and follow the clock. But they're all, look at her, look, straight in the box. I mean, that's beyond in the box. That's like basically having packed your stuff and relocated. Just hoping for a friendly look from the trooper. Oops, awkward. Trooper, bro, you don't know what you're missing. Come on. Oh my goodness me. Definitely need to think about a Brazilian holiday at some point soon, folks. Can't beat favela life. Then the city walks exploring Rosina. Imagine that. That probably lasts about 2 minutes. Wait, hold on a second. That's not fair. He let the hottie stay in the box, but this goal was told to move. That's a bit of an Al Bundy-esque approach to enforcement. Oh goodness me! I was not expecting that. That was very blatant. Oh. Thank you for your service. Something 24 years. I guess he was saying I was in or served for 24 years. What a nice guy, eh? Probably the only person, the first and last person we'll see today, giving some thanks and appreciation and respect. Unfortunately, folks, yeah, I'm not happy about it, but we know that's often the case here. I wonder if it is. Oh, hold on, we've got Holly's friend. Is he going to let? He's going to let her in the box as well. What is going on today? That's not fair. Everyone from Brazil gets a get out of jail free card, folks. But everyone else gets told to get out of the box. And maybe we've got a Brazilian guard coming soon. They're just being nice. Bro, you're spoiling the view. Thanks. It's an actual fashion show this morning. ZZ Top Bro over here just gave a little bit of a nod. He's off to get his big cut. I think he's going to ask the Royal Parks if they can do it. There's a hell of a lot that needs to be trimmed. We'll have a look at the other end in a minute as well, guys. Recognise the trooper at the other end, Mr. No Nonsense. Oops, sorry, go ahead. I mean, everyone's in the box, folks. Like everyone. Brazilians. Alright, importance today. This is the third member of their group. Actually, wait, hearing the voice though, I'm thinking that may actually be him. No, actually, wait, they're not. One is speaking Spanish to a friend, and she sounds like she's from the US. Mexicans, maybe? I'll try and ask, actually, if they come this way. Oh, goodness me. How the one in the orange top looked at the trooper like, please acknowledge me. It's super funny. So yes, tickets being sold over there. Everyone being allowed in the box over here. Very curious state of affairs, to be honest, guys, at the beginning of a new week. And where on earth have they put the Canadians? I mean, in a minute we're going to get somebody actually on the flipping horse. I'm laughing because it's proper out of control. Even though it might look a little busy around me, you can't really get a sense of just how busy it actually is behind me. I mean, look at it. Wow. And this is the quiet end, folks. Oh god, wait, they're back for round 2 in the background. This time, thankfully, outside the box. I will say that for her. I'm going to try and move back a teeny weeny bit. It's actually embarrassing though, no? I think it's a fashion show. Because it most certainly is not. Okay, have they finally finished? Looks like it. Just arrived from the airport, they've got all of their luggage with them. Waiting for that bing bong, folks. I probably will dash in just to see the dismount. However, it's going to really depend about how busy it is at that other end, because it would be better to be in a very good spot for the deluge after the dismount, if that makes sense. Now, if the Canadians don't come out to replace the Blues and Royals, I would genuinely be beyond shocked, because it's illogical, in all honesty. I think we were all expecting to see the second Canadian group this morning. Let me see, one second, have a little bit of a wander. It's busy, guys, this morning. For a Monday, with the back, by the way, closed, incidentally. In fact, if we do get a deluge of people here from the palace, it will be a little bit later, because they're going to have to walk all the way round. Either all the way to the end of the mall, or, if not all the way to the end of the mall, somebody's having a video call with a rude part of his friend's anatomy. I swear that guy was on a video call with something that shouldn't be seen in public. It's got to be a joke, surely. Super curious, in all honesty, like really. Okay, so it's 3 minutes, give or take, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes until the change. I will go in the yard for this one, folks, even if it has to be kind of at the last moment. Not just because of a potential dismount, but also because we should, in theory. Oh, see, he's straight on it. What the household cavalry is going on this morning? Yeah, not just because we might get the dismount, but because there's at least a 50% chance, if not higher, of the Canadians coming out to replace the Blues. If we get the Blues and Royals again, now, in other words, if these two troopers swap over with two more Blues, hold on, Penny just dropped. I know what's going on. The Blues are going to be here until 4 o'clock, I bet, and then the Canadians will be their relief. Because of the closure at the back, meaning that the new troop couldn't ride over. Plus, I'm seeing a ton of military equipment on the Horse Guards Parade. Oh, but look at this.
You're on the white line.
And she's English. Oopsie. Got a few big wigs. A fellow there with his crop heading to the back. So you've got a lot of military kit. Looks like US military kit, curiously. Out the back. I wonder what's going on. Look at this. Hold on, let me go into the yard. I'm not sure if we can get it at the end of the tunnel. I'll try quickly whilst it's visible. Oh, look. There's US military. I swear that's a US Jeep or something. No, what's that? Anyone? No idea. Okay, going to go over onto this corner. Can I ask you a quick question? What happened to the Canadians?
I have no idea. I think they're doing something with the king.
Oh, maybe this at the back, some prep or whatever, because it looks like there's a lot of...
They're at the retreat.
Is it?
Yeah. I think they'll come back.
Yeah, I just hope. I mean, it just arrived on Friday and they vanished away.
They've had enough.
Okay, even the police don't know where they've gone. Folks, what has happened to the Canadians? Where are they? I'm genuinely super hyper vexed at this point. I'll try, if I can, to ask the orderly or someone else. What the flip? How is she dressed head to toe in black, plus sunglasses in this weather? How is that even possible? That's crazy. So you can probably hear the percussion and the drumming at the end of the tunnel. The thing is, I wonder actually, even if I went all the way around the back to Horse Guards Parade, I very much doubt we'd be able to get close enough to see anything interesting. Okay. Now, I'm thinking that we're not going to see the Canadians coming out now, based on what we've just heard. It's going to be HCAV replacing HCAV, but I remain hopeful, folks. Let's see. You never know. I mean, the police officer wouldn't have said that. He would have said, oh, they're coming out now, wouldn't he? Let's see. Either that or he's got the best ever poker response. Okay, HCAV. Oh. Looking like another new chap. Near side with the tash. I'm liking the music in the background, folks. Oh yeah. Most unexpected Monday morning ever, I think. Just to confirm, anyone doubting that this is actually the case on the Blues here instead of the Canadians, this is the 14th of July, folks. Oh, wait, this horse can't decide if he wants to work or not. He wants to come and get a picture, look. Trooper far side, familiar face. No nonsense, familiar face, good to see. Wait, what? It's an announcement in the stables, Boxman to something. We've heard that before. It's not like Boxman to barracks or... I mean, at least we get a dismount, folks, so I guess that's an upside. Been a while. I'm not perfectly placed, but the line's full, so I can't move. Oh, new horsey on the left is having a meltdown. Order is going to check. Now the sun's come out and hit the yard. It's getting warm. Anyone want to name the two horses, please, as they're going back in? That one should be easy because of the blaze. Second one, the second one we saw clearly in the box, so I know one of you or two of you will know which two horses we've just seen. Pop in the comments, please, my dears. Okay, so that's that. Finito. We've unfortunately missed the orderly. He was heading back in super fast, which is bad luck for us, but hey, potentially good luck for the tourists. It means they won't get shouted at. Right, at this end. Seeing a lot of new people filming, actually. A lot of people I haven't seen before with their little cameras and the like. Second, squeeze ourselves in slowly. It might be easier said than done, in all honesty. Good to see this trooper back though, folks. He's a bit of a no-nonsense fellow, this one. So that means if the Chinese crazy group turn up, and they might, it's Monday, he will deal with it, I'm sure he will. Still don't understand what was going on at the other end, to be quite honest. Yeah, the Canadians have held the fort beautifully. Oh, hold on, here we go. Oh, straight off, behind the white line, please. Okay, good start. Yes, get behind the goddamn line. Okay, Mr. Pink Bucket Hat Man over here, freshly back from the Oasis concert in Manchester, is the most standout tourist so far. Let's see if we get anyone really interestingly dressed. Bro, out the box. Tons of people are flooding out of the yard now, which is always a good sign. She's like, how close am I allowed to get? As close as I can get to my husband after 25 years of marriage. That's close enough. Not within touching distance. Somebody do that horse impression behind us. Which horse is this? Ooh. He's like, a few weeks at the beach was not enough for me. He's like, I want more. Give me more. Come on, do it again, horsey. He's nodding. I can see the hoof number, folks, but I'm not taking out the other phone. Again, pop it in the comments. Actually, I'll be taking a picture of this troop, I think, while it's still reasonably quiet. Because it's been a good while since we've seen the Blues here. Okay, I think I got a decent picture with the trooper's head framed by the horse's ears. My favourite type of horsey shot. We will have a look at the other end at some point in this video as well, guys. Just because of the fact that I'm not entirely sure whether the other trooper is a new face. I think we've seen him before, but very, 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 very rarely. Maybe only once or twice. Happy to stand corrected, folks, when we capture some footage of him. Now, it might not look like it in front, but the box is packed all around. There are tons of people. But as we've seen before, that doesn't necessarily equal tons of people getting pictures, let alone in the box. Get out of the box. I was really, folks, since Friday, looking forward to get out of the box. Here we go, look. Oh, behind the white line. Good man, told her. Bye-bye. let's hope this Chinese lady behaves herself. She's just deciding whether or not it's too much of an effort to climb onto the horse without the little mounting steps. I don't want to fall over and look silly. Now, she's not part of the organised tour group we usually see. They're not here yet. I am constantly looking to my left. Although it is a different Chinese group we've got this morning. Can't quite fit them both in at the same time. Oh, we don't need to, look. Now they're together. Perfect. I mean, so far so good, I guess, no, guys, with the box and people not getting right into it. Friends also laughing, just like these people are being very odd this morning. I mean, strictly speaking, she's in the box, but again, don't forget some of the troopers are only going to be like a hammer to people that are right up close to the horse. Bro, oh no, with his kid. There really should be another sign for it on the blank part of the wall, either side. Stay behind the white line or stay out of the box, whichever variant you think is more translatable even to those that don't speak English, with a little pictogram. Because to be honest, much as we do laugh at and criticise tourists for not staying out of the box, there's nothing here that tells them they can't enter the box. Said it before, it's an odd one, isn't it? Especially if we've got that massive empty chunk of wall there. It wouldn't look out of place, would it, to have a separate set of signs? But then again, I guess after that, tourists can argue, oh, we read the sign, oh, but we didn't see the other sign. Plus, I guess there could be sign fatigue if there are two sets of signs. Who's next? Anyone? No one? Absolutely convinced we were going to see the Blues next Monday. Must have been a bit annoying for them actually to have to kit up. The thing I do find curious though is, even if the Canadians are rehearsing for something, what if the Blues came over yesterday afternoon late, or whether they came over this morning? I'm guessing yesterday afternoon late. I don't think there would have been a regimental changeover this morning, in all honesty. Somebody might have filmed it if there was, but obviously I wasn't here that early, so I don't know. I'm really glad I didn't arrive here that early, to be honest, because it would have been super, super frustrating arriving to get the second day of the Canadians, and guess what? They're not even here. The vast majority of people are staying way back, curiously enough. Super odd. At least until the tour groups turn up. The thing is, even if they do, it will be later, 100%. And the reason it will be later is because we've got no access from the tunnel. So people either have to go all the way to Birdcage Walk end of Horse Guards Road and then walk around. And to be honest, when most people exit there, they see Big Ben and think, oh, you know what? I'll go there instead. Or the Trafalgar Square way, which is a pretty long track here to Horse Guards from there. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see, folks, who might or might not turn up. Great to see the Blues horses back, I will say that.
We're coming in this way, guys.
If these guys, wait, Alex. If these guys stand here, look at. Stand here.
Oh, it's that beautiful horse.
We're too close.
It's like, thanks, bro, but he knows.
Do a nice one, Charlie. This is once in a lifetime, right?
Kijk eens op me heen, vriend.
Smile. 3, 2, 1.
I've got a million of them.
Okay, good.
Oh, saying the kids to get back. Get behind the white line. Oopsie doopsie. Strangely, actually, there are quite a few tourists carrying umbrellas today. And it's not. I mean, it's a hot day, but it's not, boiling. Actually, the officer that's been going back and forwards is in the yard again. Just went into the tunnel. He would be the man to ask, I think, if anyone, about where they've hidden the Canadians. Maybe the guard at the other end shouted too loudly, and there was a diplomatic incident. Either that, or he's at the palace waiting to receive a well-deserved medal from the king for outstanding enforcement of the box. This bro over here looks really confused. One in the blue shirt. He's like, "Where am I? This doesn't look like Buckingham Palace. Where are the guards with the tall, furry black hats?" Let me check on Google Maps. I mean, what a squish it is. But then on the other side of the box, there's no one. Doesn't make any sense. It's like everybody just arrived and didn't realise that you can stand on both sides. Super curious. I know what you're thinking, the same as me. Where are the Canadians? Even the police don't know. Very strange. I'm thinking they've got to be doing something to do with the rehearsal at the back. But I wasn't expecting to see the Blues today, I must admit. Definitely not.
Suddenly we went mad because he's not. Suddenly we went mad, and because he's not shouting, we all right.
To be honest, at the other end, there were a whole bunch of, I don't know, Mexican, Brazilian girls, hot, and he let every one of them go into the box. The second, like a normal person went into the box, he told them to get out. So I don't know what's going on this morning. Maybe they're just kind of thinking, you know what, proper Monday morning blues after being away for a month. Yeah, that was really interesting, folks. The situation with the girlies at the other end. This is why I would not be a good guard. A good guard. Oh, goodness me. Actually, wait, hold on a second. I think there is foot access through the tunnel. Wait. Wait, I'm super confused at this point. Hold on. So many people have gone in the yard and not come out of the yard. So I'm thinking to myself, where have they all gone? But it's closed. I'm sure it's completely closed. Or maybe not. Actually, wait, hold on a second. Or is it? I really can't tell. Wait. What's everybody looking at? Okay, so there's a soldier here. Okay, so it is rehearsals, folks, for beating retreat. One second, let me see if I can ask the soldier, without sticking the camera in his face, politely, where the Canadians have gone. One second, because everybody kind of wants to go out. It's definitely rehearsals. They've got a US military truck, as you can see, just behind. But yeah, no one's being allowed through onto the parade ground. Wait till it gets a bit quieter. I'll see if I can ask with the camera away from the soldier's face. So I'm really squashed in by all these flipping tourists here, folks. Let me see if I can ask. Wait. Hopefully the music won't destroy the video. 1 second. Yeah, I might need to move back. Somebody's busy having a chat with him. Okay, yeah, let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. I don't know what music is being played, but it might well screw the video. Plus, he might not even tell us anyway. Okay, so nobody's being allowed through. That's curious because I saw so many people going into the gate, but it didn't appear that many people were leaving the front gate. So I'm like, where do they all go? But no. Anyway, at least now we've seen it. That is 100% the rehearsals for beating retreat. I recognise not only the kit that they had with the guitarists and so on, but the rehearsal was held in exactly the same way, just at the end of the tunnel, as opposed to over in the middle of the parade ground. Right, let's spend a bit of time at this end. That's annoying actually. We're just about to ask the soldier what was going on. Oh. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. Boom. I think the tour guide is vexed as well about why the blues are there. He's like, I wasn't expecting this at all. People in this group are like, can I get a refund? Oh, we only booked you because you promised to show us the Canadian Guards who are not here. At least they're doing a decent little trade over here with the tickets for beating retreat. They've called it Heroes. I guess it's the easy way to popularise it. I'm very keen to see this trooper's response if people do get in the box. Oh, and there we have it. Out the box, madam. Didn't take long, did it?
Off the line.
It's always the second that we move to a new spot, somebody gets told to move. I mean, that's a good thing though, because at least we now know. New face or not. Another one. Where the hell does this guy think he's going? Bro.
Get out of the ball!
Exactly.
Get off the line!
Bro. Goodness me. He didn't even understand what planet he was on, mate. Huh? It was like, who's that shouting at me? Oh, it's the soldier that I just upset. Okay, so he's got arguably inspiration from his Canadian colleague. Okay, that was one of the best blue shouts we've heard in give or take 2 months. Interestingly, it looks like either a photograph or a postcard. I can't quite see, I'm not prepared to get any closer. That might have been donated or attempted to have been donated to one of the previous occupants of the box, has fallen onto the ground near the horse's rear hoof. What if somebody tried to put it in the boot? It's a bit too perfectly placed to be a random piece of paper that blew along the street. How curious. I mean, I was not, folks, in all honesty, expecting a shout that loud from this new fellow. Michael Madsen Jr. on the right. Wow. Even the horse is like flipping out, bro. I can't even hear anything in my left ear anymore. Now, we're going to have to give this trooper the honour of picture of the day, along with his magnificent mount. Horse is looking right at the camera, look. He's like, I always wanted to be on your channel. He's definitely listening, isn't he, to what I'm saying. And with his hypersensitive hearing, he might actually be able to hear all of it. I don't know. Who's up next? I kind of don't want to leave this spot now after that. What on earth was that? Earth-shattering is what it was. That was like a month's worth of holiday relaxation channeled into a single magnificent shout. And what a glorious thing it was, eh? Absolutely magnificent, everyone. Okay, who's up next? I must, oh, okay, so this bro bowed instead, which makes me believe he's probably Korean. Plus he's Japanese. Guys, can I ask you a question? Japanese, I'm assuming. You notice here all the time that Japanese tourists always kind of bow out of respect to the guard.
Actually, I'm
Là-bas.
not Japanese.
Where are you from? Where are you from? Oh, you're Japanese. Where are you from? Oh, I actually said in my video I think he's Korean or Japanese. So in South Korea it would be normal, for example, to bow in respect to a guard or a soldier. No? Okay. Wow, it's a great thing to see because most tourists just like they don't care. Wow, great, fantastic. So the ladies are Japanese and the gent next to me is indeed Korean. I guessed it correctly. Okay, here they are. Here are the ladies. Now they're nervous after talking to me. Great to see though, actually, isn't it? The difference in the Chinese approach to the Japanese and Korean approach. See, lovely, amazing. Bright red now after that. Oh, goodness me.
Il va y avoir 500 personnes avant toi. On se repassait 4 fois.
Because he was such a nice guy, I'm going to break my own rule. Show him the channel. You'll be in today's video on this channel. In a good way. Take a picture. Your friends too. Here, from London.
Oh, London.
Have a good day. Thank you. What a lovely tourist, folks. Absolutely thoroughly pleasant human being. And very polite and respectful. Plus his two companions. Okay, let's see if these two manage to be as respectful. What are the chances of that? I guess he's Korean, it is Korean. And then I corrected to Japanese, and these two friends are Japanese. Point is, the cultural difference between Koreans and Japanese, and then the exact polar opposite, not always, but more often than not, the Chinese response, this kind of entitled, mick-taking, joke-making, disrespectful approach when they arrive here is just, it's mind-boggling. I don't get it. Especially given the rigid nature and structure. Okay, not perhaps as rigid as Japanese society, but Chinese society is very rigid in terms of respect for authority, control. I was going to say authoritarianism, but I guess that kind of only applies in certain states. It's not everywhere. That everyone is scanned all over the place. Shenzhen, I think, is probably the most famous state where you are filmed and can use your ID to pay for everything to get on the metro, like facial scanning, etc. I mean, I kind of think it's wonderful if it means there's zero crime, but obviously there's a big price to pay in terms of sacrificing civil liberties. Oh, wait, I think she was about to back the horse. Well, she told him to back the horse, was like, no. Oh, a veteran over here, a very proud, handsome veteran in his beret. Is he going to come over for a picture? Let's see. Quite possibly, folks. Damn, this trooper is another one of those classic Iceman troopers who absolutely looks like he would not explode in the way that he did. Love it. Now, I'm hoping this bro actually knows this girl, but she's like, I don't know you. Get your hands off me. Oh, goodness me. Now they're staying pretty far back. Come on, you can get closer. Okay, what question is he attempted to ask the trooper? Whatever it was, he's reconsidered and left. I'm still wondering actually if actually there are many people filming at this end. I'm going to go back to the other end because at the moment I don't think there's anyone filming at this end. Not that it matters, but fundamentally, as long as what happens at both ends get captured one way or another, I guess that's got to be a positive. I'm still not sure actually if they're letting people through the tunnel. It's very hard to see. There is movement. because the second that is finished, that rehearsal, they will remove the board and allow traffic through the tunnel, because there are so many people going in and then vanishing. But vanishing to where? Actually, wait, is the trooper at the end of the tunnel gone? Oh no, it is closed. The jogger man just asked the police and they said, nope, you can't go through. Okay, that explains that. Okay, so back at this end, with, bizarrely actually guys, an absolute, look, dearth of tourists. Again, it's almost certainly due to the fact that the back is closed. Okay, so the trooper brought out a pail of water for this horse, who doesn't appear to want to drink. I mean, it was offered, it wasn't taken. Who's this bro walking alongside the trooper? Odd, no? Is the other one going to have a little bit of a drink? Oh, actually, the police noticed him. Like some smackhead. They can tell. Look the way he's dressed. Filthy clothing, etc. Okay, is this one going to stick his head in and get a little bit of a drink? Okay, this one's actually managing to get some water on board, not a lot. Which is a bit better, isn't it? And they haven't actually been really splashing all over the place like we saw last year. Which is curious, because some of the troopers got completely drenched when the horses were drinking last year. This horse is almost trying to be super civil. How's about that? Brilliant. Good thing to see. We'll leave the trooper to it because I don't think he's going to want to walk straight into my camera. So back at this end. Briefly, I'll go back there in a second. Let the trooper finish watering the horse. In fact, the horse took very little. Neither of the horses took a lot because you can see the weight of the pail. He just carried it back in again. Okay, kids at this end. So back to this end. It's like musical chairs. Now, one thing I haven't seen before is the US military kit, and I'm assuming it's US, certainly isn't British. On the parade ground, there's a hell of a lot of people in the tunnel right now, all to do with what's happening at the back. But I don't really think there's much, if any, chance of us getting access through the tunnel in the next hour or so. So scrap that, people. If it changes, I definitely will go through. But even if they reopen, there's so much kit right by the end. I don't think they want so many people getting close to so much military kit. Awkward. She's like, can you hurry up and take a stupid selfie? Okay, finally. Okay, so the staff have left the table, the ticket selling table. Could that mean possibly that they're about to finish up and open up? This bro on the left can't decide. Oh, bye-bye. How cute is that? It's like, bye-bye. The scaredy Brazilian. Scared of the horse. Like, noticeably scared of the horse. Wait. notice there's another postcard on the ground in this box, just to the left. See it, guys, in the shade. That's odd. I wonder if somebody did come along and tried to hand out. Wait, she's got a flannel. She's actually got a flannel on her head, a white flannel. Interesting headgear. I didn't even notice that she was wearing a flannel. I'm not sure if any of you have seen it, but there's a very funny video doing the rounds with a guy calling down in Piccadilly Circus by putting a raw chicken on his head. He actually wraps it around his head, which is odd. I mean, one, bacteria, but two, imagine as that meat heats up, the smell, rancid chicken wrapped around your head. See, to this girl it's obvious that you can't go in the box. That's why she's got a t-shirt that even mentions it. Massive group has just turned up. I'm not sure if this is one tall group. I mean, look at this. All this lot just turned up in one go. I think it's a Spanish group. Oh, look at this. Yeah, don't worry about scaring the life out of your kid. Thank you. He's like, there's my postcard. No, he's not going to be crazy enough to go and get it, surely.
Stand like Kyle still stand beside it.
What the hell? This little dude's auditioning for a K-pop band. I'm starting to think actually that everyone that's... No, sorry, I'm talking to my video, sorry, bro. I'm starting to think that everybody that's coming along from my left is from the palace. So many people think I'm talking to them. Damn, they've really given like the kids super instructions on my left. Stand up straight, smile, look at the camera. Okay, that's probably the best dress of the day. Actually, I think that's the same dress that I buried my great-grandmother in. What in the bidding hell is going on over here? Oh, girl, come on. Oh, goodness me. Oops. At least she did look a little embarrassed. Good enforcement, folks. Wait till it calms a little bit here and we'll go to the other end. Might even stay for a part 2 today. It's kind of fun. It's not packed, which means we're getting a good flow of tourists forward. Troopers being pretty selective with who gets the verbal, but in a good way. Buying a rucksack and carrying it on your front, very smart. If you don't want to get robbed. Oh, here are some senior fellows. I actually completely forgot to repost that classic clip of the posh chap that came out of the yard and looked confused when he was surrounded by all the peasants. I forgot which video that was in, last week at some point. There have been so many mini highlights to repost that I dare say I've overlooked some or forgotten or omitted one or two, but it is what it is. Hopefully there will be a hell of a lot of new footage this week, guys. I will do my very best, I can't promise, but I'll do my best to be out every day this week. Now, bear in mind the Canadians, my money would be on them coming back this afternoon for an afternoon handover from the Blues. because if we think back to last week, the Blues were on duty and the Canadians took over for them on Friday morning, didn't they? But obviously that's not going to happen this morning because of the prep out the back. So afternoon changeover today, which means that tomorrow morning we'll almost certainly see the return of the Canadians. Which almost certainly means that yours truly will be here. If I can, folks. I can't absolutely always promise. As I did mention, it is the school holidays. And my little ones are at home. Okay, we haven't actually got a lot of time left in this video. Wait, what's the counter at? 1 hour and 46 seconds. I think we'll finish up at the other end. Just because that way we've got, I think, a rough 50-50 with each of the two troopers, give or take. Now, plenty of people are being told, this little group that are here at the moment, yeah, plenty of people are being told to get themselves out of the box. They being the most recent, in fact. Although the trooper did get a thumbs up afterward. Okay, what do we think, guys? Is everyone going to behave themselves in the end or not? Or are they going to get a blast, verbal blast again? Boom. At least we've got the space here without it being completely jammed for people to walk forward, get their picture and then walk back again. Nice constant stream. She has got a foot in the box, to be fair. More senior military. Interesting. Being hyper cautious at this point, you can see it. I thought the brewer was coming to take over, in fact, but no, he's not working at the store. Strange they abandoned all the kit here because it might well blow away all the paperwork on the table. I can't remember the name, annoyingly, folks, but definitely a Blues horse, RHGD on the right front hoof. So come to this end, everyone's vanished. Hello, tourists, come back. All is forgiven. Oh, not coming back, folks, which means we need to move yet again back to the other end. What the flip? That said, it's not the end of the world because I think whatever happens at that end, and we've just left, will not be more dramatic than the Chinese bro getting himself in trouble. Okay, so we're back here with another group from China on the left. Actually, it's a mixed group. Yeah, it's a mixed group. These two have just taken the horse's attention. I mean, might as well, no? Oh, helicopters up as well. So that's a royal helicopter that's going to the palace. I mean, I'm hoping we see a fairly decent stream of people before I finish up. There are tons of people here, folks. I mean, look. Again, you know, it might look empty at the front, but look at it. It's completely chocker all the way down toward Downing Street. They're just turning up. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get anyone in front of the horse, mind you, but hey, we can hope. The other end is completely dead, there's not a single person there. If anyone can remember which video it was, guys, with the rich guy looking disgusted, can you post a title of it, please? It was only a few days ago, but I completely forgot which one it was. And there's no way to pull out something fairly obscure like that without watching the whole of about, I don't know, 5 videos at least.
Oh, that would be great, yes.
Now everyone's standing even further away. Look, they get much further away, they're going to be in Canada.
Vou tirar foto do lado do guarda conquistou, tá meio tempo.
Imagina, todo mundo tirando foto aqui. Mas a gente tem que fazer pose de quebrada do lado.
Look, they're just going to stand here and watch. I mean, it might not be a bad thing actually that suddenly went pretty quiet in terms of people in front because we're almost at the end anyway. I will start a part 2, let's see what happens with that. But I think a lot of people bailed off to the palace or arrived at the back here, saw it was closed and we're not sure where to go next. It's quite a long walk around, to be honest, everybody. Kids always spot the line, adults are just like, we'll just walk straight in, we don't care, every time. The other end, guys, is absolutely deserted. There's not a single person anywhere near the horse at the other end. It's very, very curious today. He's obviously... oh, sorry, yeah, no, absolutely, of course. Sorry, one sec, I was in the tour guide picture op. Way I've moved. It fair's fair.
Thank you very much.
No, my pleasure. Okay, so we're now back in. Ta-da! That was in trouble then briefly. I got the tap on the shoulder. It's like, oops, what have I done now? Yeah, I reckon they'll only open up the parade ground at around 2 o'clock. And my money will be on the Canadians arriving after the Blues have done the end of day inspection. So likely at 4:15 regimental handover. I might be wrong, but that's where I place a bet. Were I a betting man? Anyway, Miss Hard Rock over here will be one of our last, if not the last, in this video, folks. Unfortunate, but I mean, it's still great to see the Blues back. Unfortunate in the sense of not seeing the Canadians. I mean, they're only here for 10 days for goodness sake, so the fact they kind of lost 2 days already, yesterday and Saturday, because Horse Guards was closed, then this today, you know, without saying it, it's almost a little bit like, hold on a second, I think it should have been arranged a little bit better so they would have had more time on actual guard duty, you know, like what's more important, they travelled halfway around the world to get what, like maybe 5 days out of the 10? In other words, I think they should have been the absolute priority. At the end of the day, they could do the practice at night or something like that, no? Surely.
This is Maisie. You want to take pictures?
In other words, apologies, Canadians, that we Brits were not better organised. Anyway, these will be our last tourists on the left. Young lady in the policeman's helmet. Good stuff. And that brings us, guys, to the end of an interesting video. Out of here. Bye for now.